I am Hermes, messenger of the gods. Spiritual constipation, the inability to feel whole in one's mission, can be the result of focusing on embodying love. As much as this sounds like a noble pursuit, focusing on embodying love is not what it sounds like. Let me explain. The second you try to embody love, you are making a counterfeit replication within your mind. One cannot will true love into existence. That's the point of love. It's the state of allowing, of acceptance. So if we try to embody love, then we're actually deviating from that state. In the fifth dimension, we do not tether ourselves to the limitations of fear, the constructs of money and time. This is love, love being the inherent form of consciousness we maintain when we're not intertwined in illusions. Instead of trying to love, trying to hold the light, be the effortless conduit, be the vessel which love effortlessly flows through. In 5D, which is a state of perpetual love, our environment interacts with us purely using synchronicity. No longer are we holding hands with the third dimension, in which we impose time on the environment via our inability to recognize synchronicity. Love above will is the law, as we've stated on this channel many times. But this is also a formula for us realizing our full ascension. Love transports us above the realm of will. It is the law. But if we choose to invert this law, meaning will above love, then we hit a wall. So what's the point of all of this? Creation, baby. Source is void of creation. After all, it's the source of creation, not the creation itself. We must descend from source in order to create. It's kind of like this. Source is a box of crayons, neatly sealed. The crayons are like the spirit which funnels through the soul. Experience and creation is what happens when we take spirit and want to use it to create. So we get a sheet of blank paper and draw something. Now we are able to interact with the creation, all the lines, all the drawings. We don't have to judge creation as good or bad, for when we do this, we detach ourselves from flow state. In dualism, we feel the need to corner creation into two polarized perspectives, which can never be resolved. Therefore, the perspective that all is in perfect harmony at all times and places is a liberating one which aids us in recognizing the nature of experience. When we forego this fractured judgment of reality, we are able to find wholeness, and in that state of centeredness, we realize everything acts according to our perspective. But where do things begin and end? That's the paradox. Everything is intertwined in perfect union at all times. So just because a circumstance seems to be inevitably limiting, it's the need to hold on to that limitation which actually created it. As within, so without, is the Hermetic rule explaining this. So whatever we feel we must fight against is always inherently within ourselves. Many of us have been talking about the event, this wave of transformative energy which we feel should be coming very, very soon. A massive leap in consciousness. But what is the event waiting on? It's waiting on you to realize that you are sovereign. You are the event. It's waiting on you to realize that limitation is the death of love. Love is infinite, just like our ability to create. And besides, the destination is only as good as its journey. Oftentimes we think we must run to the destination, but the entire point of creation is the journey. I know a lot of us want out of the current circumstance we're in. Change it for yourself, and you shall experience the event, which is already happening. Let us remind ourselves consistently that we're already ascended. We just forgot. Again, synchronicity is the measurement of experience in the fifth dimension. The fact that so many of us are experiencing synchronicity after synchronicity means we're achieving full lucidity and gaining back the realization that we never left the fifth, but simply projected a 3D construct and interlaced it in order to renew Sophia, the divine feminine, and reinvigorate the universe. Now that you know this, you have a conscious decision to make every second. Will you give in to the limitation that 3D offers? Or will you acknowledge that limitation as irrelevant by embracing a new paradigm of expansion? As above, so below. The higher realms are interlaced into the lower realms. So this entire process is about merging the lower and higher, blending it into the 0 point. It's the same concept as merging the lower and upper chakras into the heart, taking the yin and yang and blending them. At the end of the day, this is all kind of a cosmic joke. It's a play, because we're just one infinite being, fractalized into parts, and we play around with each other. Thank you so much for watching. Stay well and centered. These are important and exciting times. We're all on individual journeys and adventures. You can choose to keep participating in the illusion, but with these new energies, now is the perfect time to say, I do not consent, and I will not attach myself to the third dimensional illusion of dualism, suffering, and limitation. We are already ascended. We speak it into existence. I am Hermes, messenger of the gods, also known as Thoth, keeper of the keys to Amenti, eternally at your service.